This is Box Talk 8576. I want to talk about Floyd Mayweather talking about going to the UFC, and I think he's serious about it. Now, he say he can make 9 figures fighting in the UFC. Now, you know Floyd Mayweather is about that money. But my thing is this. Why risk your legacy in the UFC? Because it's going to end in him. He's going to have to fight Conor McGregor. Because I don't see him fighting any other top-notch fighter. He's not going to, he's going to make more money versus Conor McGregor because the narrative is going to be that, which is rightfully so, that Floyd Mayweather knocked and stopped Conor McGregor in boxing. And now Conor McGregor fans want revenge, and they want Floyd Mayweather to fight in the UFC. And it's going to gain more people as far as buying the pay-per-view, because they are going to know, and rightfully so, they think that Conor McGregor would destroy Mayweather in the UFC. So yes, this fight he could probably make more money than he made in the Conor McGregor fight as far as in boxing. And I think Floyd Mayweather thinks that he can possibly beat Conor McGregor in the UFC. He may think that. I mean, I see him talking to TMZ, and he told TMZ that his hand game is 100. 1 out of 10 is 100. He said his kicking game is 4, and his wrestling game is a 7. Now, even though he exaggerating about his hands being 100, I'm gonna go with the hands thing, because yes, he's a boxer. That's what he's been doing all his life. But when he says his kicking game is a 4, Floyd, your kicking game ain't even a 4. I mean, compared to who? Compared to your friends who you kicking around in the house with? Because compared to a guy that's been studying taekwondo and jiu-jitsu and all this stuff, your kicking game is not a 4 compared to that. It's levels to everything. And you famously say it's levels to everything. So your kicking game is not a 4. And when you say your wrestling game is a 7, compared to a guy that wrestles in high school, wrestles in college, and is a Olympic type wrestler, your wrestling is not a 7. So I don't know where he's getting that from. But if I was Floyd, I wouldn't even do it. I mean, it's not like, okay, well, people won't say, well, you can't never have too much money. Well, all money ain't good money, man. And for him to risk going in the UFC, risk getting your leg broke, getting your ribs caved in. You see that one guy that got his forehead caved in off a knee? This is serious business when you go to the UFC. Boxing is already serious business in itself. You risk your life in boxing. You risk your life times 10 in the UFC. These guys get humbled. And there's so many disciplines. There's so many ways to lose in the UFC. That's why these guys have losses, because there's so many ways to lose in the UFC. It's like too many ways to lose. You got to worry about somebody's hands. You got to worry about somebody's feet. You got to worry about an elbow. You got to worry about a knee. Shit, you got to worry about a headbutt, even though you can't headbutt, but guys do that too. You got to worry about getting your arm snapped, your leg snapped in half. It's too many things, man. And people, they don't care that Floyd is going to make $1 billion. They just want to see, there's a lot of people that want to see Floyd get beat up in any way possible. And fighting Conor McGregor is going to be just like that. I think it was Karate Kid 3, when Daniel-san fought that one guy that was real good, and that guy's trainer told him, I want you to get a point and then get a point taken away. Because he wanted Daniel-san to suffer. He wanted to land as many blows on Daniel-san so he could suffer. And that'd be the same thing Conor McGregor would do to Mayweather. He won't choke Mayweather out, because that'd be the easy way out. He'll kick Mayweather, kick him, get him down, pound him a couple times, and let him get back up, let him stand back up so he can do it again. So he can get the pleasure out of beating Mayweather down before he take him out of his misery. So, I mean, if I was Mayweather, look, man, you don't need the money like that to be able to to have to go in an octagon and get pounded, possibly get pounded. I mean, I know in the beginning, his first couple of fights, so he can get his feet wet, Dana White, they will find somebody that they can put in there that is not really that good at taking guys down, that really like to stand up, and you're going to see Mayweather, you know what I'm saying, knock a couple guys out, possibly stop a couple guys with punches, you know, and then people can be like, oh, he can't fight in the UFC. Just like Kimbo Slice. That was coerced, that was carefully planned that Kimbo Slice fight certain fighters until he fought that one guy. You know what I'm saying? Until he ran up against somebody that they had to put him in there with somebody good, because, you know, it was running. They were running things. The fans was calling for him to really fight somebody. It's all right in the beginning because you're getting your foot wet, but after a while, the fans gonna want to see you fight somebody, and nobody want to see Mayweather just fight ordinary guys. They want to see the ultimate fight, and that's the Conor McGregor fight, and that's the fight where he gonna get in trouble with. If I was Floyd, I'd leave it alone, man. You 41 years old. You even admitted it's going to take 6 to 8 months for you to train and really get where you need to be. You're going to be 42 before you get in the ring, man. Look, man, leave it alone. Because, you know, after a while, your luck run out and you take a beating. But this is Boxing Talk 8576. I'm out.